and the empowerment of women in the family, parenting and associated laws, child and drug abuse, domestic violence, and teenage pregnancy. Call in to air your views and make your
Give
contribution.
me a minute, Body man, please.
885 or 459 7888. Family Matters on 88.5 Sufre FM.
I cannot bring it. Let me make a call. Can I get a minute? Let me make a call, please. You
Good
said it.
morning and welcome back to Family Matters. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
I'm not hearing you.
I can hear you.
I'm not hearing you.
I don't know. Maybe that. I don't know. Can you hear me now?
It's good.
My apologies, our viewers. We're having a bit of technical difficulty, of course, with using virtual. Sometimes we have some glitches. Our apologies, but thank you for joining us. And whilst our technicians work to bring us on, please bear with us. And thank you again. And good morning to everyone who is listening to us. I take this opportunity now to wish all Mayborns, past and advance, a happy birthday. I see some of us who are smiling this morning is also a Mayborn. So advance wishes to all the Mayborns. Okay. This morning, we will be discussing a very important topic. Of course, we will be talking about, as you may have seen on our flyer, we'll be discussing disabilities. And I deliberately did not put everything disability like I would normally do, because we're not going to discuss everything disability this morning. So we are only going to talk about certain topics of disability. And of course, our lovely guest here, whom we're waiting to come on, is going to give us some information. Can you hear us now, my lovely guest?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, we're not hearing you.
Check your volume.
Please check your volume.
I'm at 100%. It's not. I'm at 100%. Do you want me to log out and log back in?
Okay, try.
Really good speaker.
Okay, so whilst we wait, of course, we use the term disability, but I like to call it differently abled, because persons who are differently abled do have special abilities. And sometimes we cannot understand persons with special abilities because they are not like us. This is why we felt the government has felt the need to have a special portfolio for differently abled persons, so that they may get all the assistance that they need. And persons would come to me and say, okay, my child is going to a special education school, therefore I need to get my child a disability grant and so on, where I will not speak too much on that, but I'm just saying that it doesn't mean because a child is going to a special education school that your child has a disability. So it's only a medical practitioner who can give the verification that your child has a disability. So this is why when you come for a disability grant, you will be asked to get a medical from your doctor to ascertain that there is a disability. You cannot just look at somebody and say, hey, you have a disability. Yes. So okay, so we're again gonna try to get
Can you hear
our
me
guests
now?
in.
You still not hearing me? I don't know. I
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you clearly.
She can't hear you. You can.
I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you.
Yes, but I am not hearing you at all.
So I don't know if the problem is on your side. I don't know. I don't know. Get on your phone. Let me call you.
Can I take a break?
Put the pan, yeah. All the galley pan to the one talk, but you see me, I just really want talk easy. I mean, I think it easy, you're not even.
A wholesome and relationally healthy family is an integral foundation for a strong community.
Are you serious about registering? Business needs. These activities are brought to you by the Ministry of Tourism, Commerce, Investment, Creative Industries, Culture and Heritage, and the Taiwan Technical Mission.
Are you hosting an event? Want to capture the crowd? Whatever it is, make 88.5 Surf FM your choice for advertising. The only community radio station on island which offers affordable advertising and promotion cost, which in no doubt will meet your budget with a guaranteed market. Our objectives are founded on being able to provide a voice for the marginalized, a platform that facilitates the free and open flow of information, the promotion of democracy within the media world, and the education of the populace through specifically tailored programs. Call us at 459-7200 or 731-4833. 88.5 Super FM, your voice, your light.
Hello? Yeah. Can you hear?
Okay. Are you hearing me now?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
You're not hearing her. Check to see if you're hearing her. Okay. Too many technical difficulties this morning. My apologies again. Okay. Too many technical difficulties this morning. My apologies. Can you please introduce yourself, my guest? Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Liafa Emmanuel. I am the acting director of Persons with Disability attached to the Ministry of Home Affairs, Crime Prevention, Conflict Resolution, and Persons with Disability.
It's obvious. I don't know what's going on. That's
Hello.
Hi.
Finally.
sorry.
Are you
Yeah.
hearing me?
I'm with you. Yes, I'm hearing you.
Okay, and I'm hearing you clearly.
Nice.
All right. Viewers, my apology, sincerest apology. And let me tell you, this is why I do not like to. This is why I do not like to do virtual. Yes, I don't. Too many difficulties. So thank you again, Mrs. Liafa Emmanuel St. Rose. Thank you so very much for joining in this morning. And again, I do apologize for all the technical difficulties. So I will allow you to go ahead and introduce yourself again.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Liafa Emmanuel. I am the acting director of Disability Affairs attached to the Ministry of Home Affairs, Crime Prevention, Conflict Resolution, and Persons with Disabilities.
Thank you for joining us, Mistress Emmanuel St. Rose. Thank you for joining us. This morning, we felt it fitting to have a discussion on persons with disabilities. And like I said earlier, we are not going in depth with persons with disabilities, but of course, we are going to discuss certain topics on persons with disabilities. So tell us a little more, Mrs. Emmanuel, about why you're here today.
Okay. This morning I am here to share with the public what the Ministry of Home Affairs is doing as far as persons with disabilities are concerned. Is concerned. We do not. First of all, I want to say that we have a unit attached to that ministry. It is fairly new. I am just coming on board, and we are putting things together. But I want to dispel some myths about persons with disabilities out here, and most importantly, I want to promote an event that we are going to have tomorrow at Constitution Park. So let me start off with the ministry and I will come back to the event.
Sure.
Okay. So basically the ministry, the unit under this ministry is quite new. We are just putting our team together, as I have mentioned. So we are going to be assisting persons with disabilities a while ago. Sorry, I wanted to tell you something that you said a while ago, and I thought faster than I spoke. We are going to be assisting persons with disability. A while ago, I heard you say something about, you rather say differently able?
Yes.
Okay. We rather say persons with disabilities.
Mhm.
Because if you look at it, we are all differently able.
Mhm.
I am not able to do, if we look at the word differently able, tout à fait, you are differently able and I am. It can be argued because we do things differently. Isn't that so?
Definitely.
Yes.
Great.
So we rather say the correct terminology is persons with disabilities. And today, if time permits me, I am going to go into some languages that are not accepted and some languages that are accepted when referring to persons with disabilities. You probably will hear me say on this program, PWDs, this is the acronym for persons with disabilities. So sometimes instead of saying the whole terminology, I may just use PWDs.
Okay. Before you continue, I am happy for the correction. Thank you so very much. Sometimes when you do refer to persons with disabilities as a disabled person, they sometimes would correct you and tell you, I am not disabled, as in I can do stuff for myself. So this is why this one. But I'm very happy that you corrected it. So moving forward, that we are aware of the correct terminologies. So go right ahead. It's a whole learning session. Thank you so much. Go ahead.
No problem. Thank you.
Yes.
First of all, maybe if we define disability, we probably will get a better understanding of PWDs. A disability is a physical or a mental or an intellectual or sensory condition that may make it harder for persons to do certain activities or fully participate in everyday life without support or special accommodations. So when you think of that definition, this is just a summative definition of disability. When you think of that definition, you will appreciate why we rather say persons with disability instead of differently able. I know a long time ago we used differently able. So I understand why you would say that, because we moved from saying a disabled person to differently able person to persons with disabilities. Yes. So, what is a, a brief overview of my ministry? The Ministry of Home Affairs, Crime Prevention, Conflict Resolution, and Persons with Disabilities have as their mandate to implement policies and programs and initiatives that contribute to public safety, social protection, national development, and citizen well-being, alongside partner ministries, of course, like Equity, for example. The ministry promotes social inclusion. We support the vulnerable population, and we make public education initiatives alongside Ministry of Education. And that we are going to be doing a lot of leading up to International Persons with Disabilities. International Day, of Persons with Disabilities. I'm hoping that I can come back on your program to promote International Day of Persons with Disabilities. That would be sometime in December 3rd to be exact.
You are always welcome in studio.
Thank you. I will make it in studio next time around,
Yes.
hopefully. Yes, so so we are going to work alongside the respective ministries to promote those educational programs and other initiatives.
Okay.
So basically that's what we do as a ministry.
Kudos to the government. I said it and I'm going to say it again. Kudos to the government who saw it fitting to have a ministry for persons with disabilities. That is a great step forward. And of course, I'm sure persons with disabilities are now feeling heard, feeling included, feeling welcomed. And this is an awesome initiative. Okay? So,
Yes.
again,
One of our mandates is for social inclusion. That's big because we speak a lot about inclusion, and we speak a lot about awareness and sensitization. And we do not want the public and the persons with disabilities to think that they are excluded from anything that the government of St. Lucia puts forward. So, under the auspices of the ministry, the unit responsible for the persons with disabilities, will do all they can to ensure inclusion to ensure their inclusion rather.
most definitely. And of course, you are so right when you see persons were not feeling, because one thing that I've always said, you look around and we talk about inclusion, and a simple thing as a parking sometimes, the sign is there, but persons do not respect it. That you find persons park in the spot of persons with disabilities. Or you hear, okay, we are going to include persons with disabilities, but there's no ramp, no way to access wheelchairs and so on. So again, this is why I'm saying I'm very happy to see that there is a ministry now who represents persons with disabilities.
Yes, and I'm glad that we do. And we are going to look at accessibility issues. It is a big issue, and it is a big issue, and it is very close to our hearts. So we are going to look at accessibility issues for our PWDs. So let me quickly speak about the program tomorrow. We are starting with sensitization and awareness. This is the first program that the ministry is going to be hosting. It is called GUARD, It is acronymed GAAD. It means Global Accessibility Awareness Day. And this day is the 21st of May, which is tomorrow. We are going to have a program at Constitution Park from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. tomorrow, God's willing. We are going to be collaborating with our NGOs like HAPA and St. Lucia Blind Welfare and the St. Lucia Society for the Deaf. We are also going to be collaborating efforts with the special education schools, like the Special Education Center in Vieux Fort, the Child Development Center in Dennery, the Lady Gordon Opportunity Center, and the Soufre Development and Rehabilitation Center. So we are going to be coordinating with them, and we are asking that everybody, the wider St. Lucia, come to celebrate and support and raise their awareness on PWDs in St. Lucia. Basically, GAD speaks to digital accessibility. So that would be our focus tomorrow. How PWDs can be included in digital and in digital how you call them?
Into your digital world?
Well, into your digital world. Thank you. Yes. And of course, how they can use the technology just like everybody else. Because a lot of people don't realize how the cell phone, for example, makes allowances for the use of for PWDs. There are accessibility features on the cell phone that some people are not even aware of, and it is built in. So we have realized that our PWDs can be disabled in the sense that they don't use their cell phones like other people, and some people think they cannot use it at all, and there are inbuilt features for them to use. So we are going to bring those things to the awareness of the general public and of course persons with disabilities.
Okay. Quick question. I know you are just coming on, and of course, this is the national. Remind me again tomorrow.
GAD,
Global
Accessibility Awareness Day.
Okay, Global Accessibility Awareness Day tomorrow, and it is going to be held in Castries. And is this something new that's just coming on board?
It is the first time St. Lucia will be hosting, but GAD has been around since 2015. It is an international event for persons with disabilities. It focuses on digital accessibility.
All right.
Yes.
This is an awesome initiative, but one thing I would love to see that, of course, this time around it is held in Castries. I would love to see a repeat in the South, because most times persons in the South do feel that everything is being held up north, and they in the South are being left out of it. And of course, if persons with disabilities are coming to an event, it should, I'm not putting pressure on your ministry, Miss. I'm just saying next time around, of course, we can look at South part.
Of course, and I am agreeing with you. We are hosting it for the first time, and we are having it in the North this time around. But the Ministry of Home Affairs is known for decentralization. Last year, they held International Day for persons with disabilities in Vieux Fort.
Okay.
So they came down to the South. So they are known for decentralization, and we are not going to have all events in Castries, but we are going to have this one in Castries.
Great. So do you hear, public, that right out of the horse's mouth that it is not centralized? So already before you ask your questions, I'm letting you know I have your back, South. Definitely. So yes, miss. So
Yeah.
what are we hoping to somebody comes to this event tomorrow? What are they hoping to learn? What are they hoping to see? What information they hoping to gather?
Okay, so if somebody comes to the event, basically, we are going to be raising public awareness on accessibility and disability inclusion. That's one of the objectives. So we will be having pamphlets. We will be sharing pamphlets. The schools and the pamphlets would be on GAD and on persons with disability, right? So we will be sharing the information. Basically, the schools who will be participating are the schools that I mentioned, and they are going to be putting up presentations. So we are going to see some of our PWDs in action. So it promises to be a very great event. I hope I see all social workers and the public at large at that event to support our people. Another thing we will be promoting directly is the promotion of equal opportunities for participation for persons with disabilities. Because usually when we have events like that, we have the other people participating. And tomorrow it would be a day for persons with disabilities to showcase and to show their talents and what they can do. So that's another objective of the event tomorrow. Another one is to highlight the role of technology and innovation in advancing accessibility.
Okay.
Because
Sorry,
Go
I was
ahead.
just about to say that this was a question I was about to ask you. Would there be demonstrations to the public on, for example, you mentioned the cell phone and there are features for persons with disabilities. Would there be demonstrations on these features and how it is accessed? So
there
you were just about to answer me.
There
Go ahead.
will be actually.
Definitely.
We have a pamphlet on GAD. In that pamphlet, we have instructions as to how to access those things, accessibility tools on your phone, whether you have an iPhone or an Android system
Okay.
or device. So we have those on the pamphlets, the instructions. The other thing is we have some PSAs that we are going to be displaying. It is very interesting because they were made by persons with disabilities. And there you are going to see how they use the different devices and technologies in the classroom for their learning. So the children did their videos, and we are going to be streaming those videos for the public to see. So if you come, you are going to see. You need to be part of these great events.
Okay. So you did say the start time is at 10 a.m.
10 a.m.
at Constitution Park.
Yes.
All right. Where is Constitution Park located?
Constitution Park is the area between Parliament and the new Hall of Justice that they are building. That area there, just before the CCC.
Okay, so is that the way they used to call the boulevard, or is that somewhere else?
Right, it is. It is in that same general area.
Okay, so
But
that's
it's the clearing just by adjacent to Parliament.
okay. So this is what we call before the boulevard. So persons who are not aware, it's right in the middle. Excuse me. My apologies. I have a cold. So it's persons who may feel that it would be a difficulty to get there. You are right in the middle of town. So when
Yeah.
you get to Castries, you don't have an excuse to say, okay, I have to take another bus to go up there or so on. So it's right in the middle of town. You can't miss it.
Yes.
Okay. Any prizes to be won? I love prizes.
Oh, the prize to be won is to come to see our PWDs put up their show. We are going to have different presentations by the different schools in the form of dancing. We're going to have spoken word. We're going to have a very interesting thing that one of our schools will put up. I will not say what it is because I want people to come to see what it is. It is an extremely, extremely interesting piece that every St. Lucian should want to see. But we're going to have dances, we will have poetry, we will have musical renditions. So we are going, these are the prices that we would have. They are invaluable prices.
Okay. But a question, would it be live streamed?
It won't be live streamed.
Okay.
It won't be live streamed.
That's a
We
good
want, yeah, we want to make it an in-person thing this time around because we want to see the public coming out in support of our PWDs. If we make it live stream, a lot of people would want to stay home to look at it and that kind of thing. So we want to make it an in-person thing. Come and join us, interact with us, ask questions. The organizations will be there. So if you've never heard of HAPA, here is an opportunity to come to learn about HAPA, learn about what the St. Lucia Blind Welfare Association is doing, learn about what the Deaf Society, the Society for the Deaf is doing. Come learn about our ministry and what we plan to do, because we will, after our presentations, we will be interacting with the public, answering your questions, sharing information with you, and so on.
Okay, thank you so much. Something I don't mean to put you on the spot, but something I meant to ask, and somebody beat me to it. Good morning, Mr. Eagle Coleman. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for letting us know that you're on board. He is asking, will there be disabled parking? So I know in this area would have some difficulty with parking. Would accommodations be made for especially disabled parking?
Okay, this is something that I had not thought of, to be honest. However, I can assure the public that we are going to take note of it. Thank you so much for bringing it to our attention. We are going to take note of it, and we are going to make the necessary accommodations for people.
Thank you so very
That
much.
service.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Coleman. You heard your answer, your question answered. Thank you so very much for that. And of course, I'm happy to hear Mrs. Emmanuel say that it will not be live streamed. So yes, so you have to definitely come in to see our persons with disability in action, because too many times we always, well, we do it sometimes, even being conscious of it, that we marginalize our persons with disabilities. And this is why earlier, again, back to how we respond to them, I'm sorry, how I responded to them, that saying that they're persons with special abilities, because they tell you that, look, I may not be able to do everything, but that doesn't mean I'm incapable of doing things.
And that is correct.
Yes.
And just to add, sorry,
Go ahead.
if
Sorry.
I may, sorry, just to add to what you're saying, I'm just very passionate about what you're saying. Just to add to what you're saying, it is not about they cannot do things, they just don't do it the way that we do it.
Definitely.
Because
Yes.
the person who is visually impaired, the people that we like to call the blind people, and I will go into the vocabulary as I am speaking to this. The persons who are visually impaired, we think that they cannot send a text message. They may not be able to do it like us, but they can.
You do.
Yes. And since I have been at Home Affairs, I am happy to share that I have been interacting with people who are visually impaired. And guess what? When I interact with them, I send them emails like normal. Like I would send an email to somebody who are not visually impaired, to somebody who is, sorry, not visually impaired. I would send the email to the visually impaired person just the same. And the individual told me, just send the email.
Were you surprised?
I was kind of taken aback by it, but I know that there are accessibility tools.
Yes.
Yes. And we are not supposed to have that pitiful kind of approach to them, because they're okay. They will tell you, if you engage them, they will tell you, I am okay. I am okay. I just don't necessarily do things like you do, but I am okay. So, and what they hate, if I should share a little bit on their behalf, they hate to be called names that are not suited, like Mumu. St. Lucians like to call people who are who are
Disabled.
no, not disabled, who are hearing impaired.
Okay.
Usually when they are hearing impaired, they have a speech disability. They like to call them Mumu. If they are not, don't call them Mumus. They are hearing impaired, most of them. Or they are not,
Go.
don't call them go.
Mhm.
They probably have Down syndrome. Do not call them go.
Goes.
So so there is a language that is associated that we have to try to use as much as we can. So for the people who have lost their sight, they are visually impaired. That's the correct terminology. The people who cannot speak or they cannot hear, they are hearing impaired. If they cannot hear, most times when they cannot hear, they cannot speak. So they are hearing impaired. Some of them, they are hearing impaired and they are not speech impaired. They have no speech impairments. So they are, we can call them, we can say that they are hearing impaired, or they have a speech impairment. Please do not call them Mumu. Do not call any person retarded. There is no such thing. The people who we want to call by that name, sometimes they just have a disability. Just call them a PWD instead of saying those things. So these are the language that we would be fostering out there, so people will learn the vocabulary. So we will not refer to PWDs by those names.
Very derogatory names.
They are derogatory, and not only that, they are derogatory. They are they add stigma as well. So we do not want to do that. We want to treat them like we would treat everybody else, because they are human beings just like us. They just do things differently. And you know what? That is okay.
Definitely.
That is fine.
And I'm so happy that Mrs. Emmanuel has joined in my passion. and in my drive. I may not be in a place, well, I am in a place because right now I do use this platform to bring awareness to persons with disabilities. Mrs. Manuel, I'm not sure that you're aware. I had, Lord, I can't remember her name. This young lady, very brilliant young lady, who is visually impaired, and she was in my program. Pardon?
Is it Chrissy?
Yes, Chrissy. She was here with Mysteries Dashville.
Oh, okay.
Right. And they were on the program. And it was so amazing to hear her achievements, to hear how she goes around and gets the information. And let me tell you, it is a joy and an amazement to be around persons with disabilities. Recently, I was seated by the roadside, and this gentleman came in. Oh, he clearly looks visually impaired. He has on his shoes and he has this cane. But I can see he looks visually impaired, and I'm still not understanding. How did you know that was $5? How did you know where to sit? How did you know? I was questioning him because he didn't. It seemed like he could see, but they are so well versed, well trained. Because when I guess one sense is not working, the others will be heightened, and of course that would assist them. So this again, I cannot say enough how elated I am that you have this unit, this disability unit. And Mrs. Emmanuel, I can sense that you're a little nervous because it's usually not you to be here like this. So here is a platform, and of course, you are very welcome to be on here very often to speak on persons with disability. Let us get the public in tune to the correct terminology. Let us get the public in tune with everything to do with persons with disabilities. Only then, with the proper education, that the inclusion that we are looking to get will happen.
Yes, I must agree with you. And yes, I feel a little out of sorts because of all the technicalities we were having. So I was already thinking that the program is not going to happen. And it got me it got my nerves acting up a little bit. And I don't have enough time to relax, to get into the flow of things. But yes,
Doing great.
by and large, I am going to make other appearances. It's my intention to make other appearances on this platform and other platforms. I hope this platform can catapult my appearances on other platforms, because we really want to be out there to speak to the public. We have a lot of educationing to do. We have to make sure the public understands what we are doing. We want to make sure that the participation in our program is supported, because we want an inclusive St. Lucia, and that's what we are fighting for. And that's one of our biggest mandates, to have an inclusive St. Lucia. So everybody needs to come on board. So whenever we launch a program, we can have the full support of the public. And of course, the PWDs are going to realize that, listen, we are not alone in this thing. We have support, we have social network, and so we can thrive like everybody else.
Okay, so I'm going to try to speak a little Creole because I want to reach all our viewers out there to encourage them to come on board tomorrow. So I will not be able to say persons with disabilities, but I will say moun ki différent. So, tout moun ki ka kote. Nou ni Madame Mrs. Emmanuel la. Et puis, i ka do kon han deme, ni ka ni a special presentation deme a Castries, kote waki boulevard la. So, vini pou gade moun ki diferent OK, là, regardez, yo différent from ou même qui ça ou ça marche ou ça fait bagay. So c'est moun an de yo qui passe à marcher, yo passe à ouais, yo passe à bien ton and all. Yo ka vin pour moun chou kon hey, c'est pas because you ka ton ou ka ouais ou ka marcher that hey ou me paye moi non. Nous tout temps dans ça ensemble. So yo vle moun chou qui ça yo ça fait. Yo vle moun chou qui ça yo ka mette on. So, exe moun ki la kay do pli, kay ba ou pli information. So, especially sou ne moun la kayou, ki ni, makay di un problem ki diferent. Ou sa alek moun pou apprendre ki manye pou aider moun sa tis imprime. Because dele, ou ni moun sa kou ka di kon mwen, because not only a shy, that uno ti mamay la kayu ki ba hamashi yan no wheelchair. Et moun kadu kon pou ki sa ba avre l'école, c'est qu'elle fait l'école pour. Qui c'est qu'elle fait éducation, qui c'est qu'elle l'école pour. Ou kay sauter pour ouais. Ti mamay ça fait un chay, mais ou même là qui pas savent primaire, ou kay quitter la kayu. OK? So yo kadu deme, meni, vini pour yo do toutes ces bail là, toutes ces bons bail là that à présent yo ni own ministry yo. OK, pour deal epsi mamay ça. So una place pour aller. Tu m'as ça non représentation. So là où aller ou ka di kon OK. So since la ministry qui responsible pour you à présent, qui responsable pour you, ou ça dit OK. Nay kouye ti madame l'octan les show a. Miss Bodibel ki mon ti madame l'octan les show là. Mrs. Emmanuel, OK, we na about ti number. So, il saba ou ti information, il direct ou. OK, il pa isa li tout se, il pa kay ni tout anse saba ou, but il kay ba ou anti-réponse. So, moun ki ka koute, e koni moun la kayo, try mene yo. Bon, mesi men an question. Est transportation kay, ou kay ba yo transportation de me? Pour vini?
nous pas arrange pour transport.
Mais c'est anglais, na ime pas to about.
We did not make arrangement for transport, unfortunately, because we are, like I said, we are concentrating in the Castries Basin, and we are hoping that this program is not just going to be there. So we understand that it is going to be difficult for people to get there, especially those people from the outer districts. Mm-hmm. So we are going to take the program in the outer district because every year on the 21st of May is observed as Global Accessibility Awareness Day. And we are going to take Global Accessibility Awareness Day outside of Castries. So everybody is going to get a chance to be part of GAD. And as well, not just GAD, we have other programs coming up. And we are going to decentralize. So we did not take into consideration transportation for this event.
Which is understandable. So Sati Madame Emmanuel Kado say because you just commencé, ou savez là ou just commencé ba you pas ni tout ba place one time. So you just vle sav, you ka ba information. Avant moi continuer, un autre question ba Mrs. Emmanuel. Ou pa kay fait live, but will it be rebroadcasted? So persons who did not see who were not there, this information can be disseminated to them?
Yes, the information will be disseminated.
Okay. So, ou ka tell Mrs. Emmanuel sou pa sa vini, because of course, yo pate sa bay transportation bay tout moun, sou sa ale, because of course, edukasyon pa trop. So, sou sa ale awe bay kou. I primaire pour bay ko pe ou koutan moun so sou sa ale mais sou pas sa ale sa ka di c'est plus temps en soya ou kay we OK ou kay sa ton ou kay sa we and c'est bay là mais sou là ou sa excitement la pli là il pli dou pour la bay ko OK so try ale deme pour koute bay ko because dele l'on ti mamay ou pas avre l'école c'est l'école là pour c'est maman là aku pas avre yo allez sou man yes man la ka enjoy ti ko yo an c'est l'école ça là bon moi do c'est pas l'année per moi te ka teach Ek mwen te ka fe special education. Mrs. Manel ou sav sa. I love to teach. I'm always a teacher. And parents, you were fighting. You were putting up a fight with me when the children had to be transferred to a special education school. But I'm so happy to say now, slowly, not as quickly as I'd love to, but slowly I am seeing parents are moving away from that and they are embracing the special education schools. Because again, I think of now the schools are coming out and sharing their successes. They are sharing what is happening. So more parents are now more interested in coming and taking their children out there. So éducation par seulement là ou a certain l'école, because under mon ka kwe Mrs. Emmanuel sou pa ale an di dan se gwan l'école, se l'école gouvernement ko tout mamay ka ale ek issue ka nan lot l'école specific pour li, that no problem. Okay?
And let me just speak to that. We are dealing with stigmatization, and we need to destigmatize the schools. There is absolutely nothing wrong with a child attending a special needs school. As a matter of fact, this is where they are supposed to go. This is where they are going to get the resources, because the resources for them will not be readily available at the primary schools, at mainstream. So the special ed units are specifically designed to meet their needs. And this is where they are going to thrive. So this is why it is important that if they need to go there, they go there. Now, I am not from education, so I am going to tread very softly on this, but I know from my past job that there is an MDT. It's MDT is multidisciplinary team, and they are the ones who will ultimately decide whether the child is supposed to attend special education, a special education center rather. So I will leave this to education, but I will encourage, like you did, I want to join voices with you to encourage people to send their children to school, even if they are PWDs. They need to go to school. They need to socialize. They need to learn. They may not be able to learn like everybody else, but they can learn. They can
Very
learn.
much. Yes.
Yes. And the resources are there for them to use. So I will encourage people to go through the process and allow the children an opportunity.
Okay. And the program tomorrow, God, again, Mrs. Emmanuel, is testimony to what persons with disabilities can do. So they will be showcasing what they can do. So the proof is in the pudding.
Yes, actually, they are coming from the schools.
Yes.
They will be coming from the Viewfort Special Ed Center, Lady Gordon Opportunity Center, Denry Developmental Center, and Sufre is not going to be there participating and putting up a presentation because they had prior engagements. But Sufre's talents will be displayed on screen. So our children can do things, and the PWDs can do things. And I will continue to be a voice for them. I will continue to advocate on their behalf so that the public can start seeing them in a different light. We need to destigmatize, because we attach a lot of ill feelings towards them because we think that they cannot do things just because they cannot do it like we do it. But I have to reiterate that they can do things even if they don't do it like us. They can do it, and I would dare say they do it well.
Very much so. And not only the schools, Mrs. Manuel, not only the schools, but especially in we're not, again, public, we're not giving too much information. But when we talk about persons with disabilities, we don't only look at the school front, because I am aware that I think Inch was there, has the farmers with disabilities. They have an association. So not just on a school front, but you find there are farmers, persons have the different associations who are persons with all. I heard that Harper, who I was in conversation recently with, for persons who have autism, who has information. So not just on a school front, but you find persons out there who are doing great things.
And they are. And like I say, I want us to stay tuned, because we have International Day for Persons with Disability coming up in December. And this year, we are going to showcase persons with disabilities, what they can do, what they have done, what they are doing. So we are going to showcase them. So with GAD, we have a small concentration of participants. We are looking at the schools, because we were focusing on technology, and we zoomed on the schools. But of course, like you rightly said, we are not just looking at school children, we are looking at persons with disabilities, and that encompasses everybody who is not as able-bodied as we are.
Okay. And again, I'm saying to you viewers out there, yes, there is a unit. Yes, there is a ministry. They are just coming on board. So they would not have all the answers for you just now.
Yes.
Okay. Mrs. As you've heard, Mrs. Emmanuel said, she said it. We're going to hold her to task that she will be coming back on board, not only here, but on different platforms, to give you more information as the time goes.
Yes, I am, and you can hold me to it. I am patiently waiting for another invitation to be with you, because I like the kind of rapport that we built. Hopefully the next time you are not going to be sick. I'm going to be in studio with you, and we're not going to start late. So I'm not going to be nervous. I don't like starting late.
So practice makes perfect.
It makes it can put you off, like it did this morning to me. Yes. So, but our time is fast spent. And I was very, very happy to be in virtual studio with you, Ms. Bodiamed, this morning. Thank you for the opportunity that you have given to us to share with the public what we are going to do, especially for tomorrow, and to give them a little bit of information on PWDs. I really, really hope that they are going to come on board with us. They will be hearing of our programs in advance of the day, not like today and tomorrow, or today for tomorrow, but especially for our International Day of Persons with Disabilities. We are going to be talking about it, and you would hear about it, because we will be appealing to everybody to come out to support our PWDs on that day. So this is just the beginning of me in studio with you, Ms. Bodiamed, and I am also happy for being here, and thank you for extending this invitation.
You are most welcome. And again, Mrs. Emmanuel, you know how passionate I am about persons with disabilities, about basically I call them my special education children, on the whole, persons with disabilities. So you are always welcome to come here to share the information. And again, persons who've heard, please make an effort to go out there tomorrow to see, to learn, to experience. All right. It's at from 10. Please tell us again, Mrs. Emmanuel.
10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
At
Constitution Park.
Okay, at Constitution Park. All right, so make it a date. There are lots of things awaiting you. All right, so with that, we come to an end. Thank you so very much again, Mrs. Emmanuel, for being here. Till next time. And like you said, next time you will be in studio.
Thank you.
All right, all the best. Yes.
Bye. Thanks.
Bye-bye. Yes.